What is up, guys? It is your boy Roby Gaming, and I'm back for the huge rivalry that the Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers have. The rich history that is between the two teams, and as you can see, we have the worst offense in the league, but we do have the best defense in the league. So I guess that's good, but I wish for our defense at least. But our offense, what I'm really looking, I'm going to show you guys the scouting in a couple weeks, and I'm really heavily going to be scouting wide receivers, tight ends, and offensive linemen. That's our main focus going into next season, and I think we're doing pretty good on the defensive side. I might try to pick up a middle linebacker or another pass rusher in free agency, and then if there's a good corner later in the draft, I'll pick him up. But let's get this game started. I'm not sure what game this would be, how many games they've played against each other, but Aaron Rodgers, 62 completion percentage on the year. That's pretty good, but he's done a lot better in his career. And the first play from the line of scrimmage, Aaron Rodgers under center. It's a fake. He throws it deep. Kyle Fuller comes out of nowhere. Aaron Rodgers never saw him, and Kyle Fuller just rises up over Jordy Nelson and picks the ball off. That is how you start off one of the biggest rivalries, if not the biggest rivalry in NFL history. But just look at this one more time, actually. Kyle Fuller just rises up. Looks like he almost one-hands it. But the offense comes out onto the field on a 2nd and 9. Mitch Trubisky drops back, has wide open Kendall Wright, and he leads him way too much, and Kendall Wright has to dive for it. And that really just stalls out the drive. And the Packers are back onto the field after a punt from Chicago. And it is another play-action fake, getting no pressure. But Nick Kwiatkowski ball hawking like he has done all year. That is another interception. 2 picks in 2 plays for this defense. Our defense is just playing so terrific right now. And let's see what the offense can come up with here. Trubisky got plenty of time, and he throws honestly, that's a beautiful pass. If he leads him too much, that's probably an interception. And what a catch by Cameron Meredith to be able to just corral that into his hands. On the next play, Jordan Howard gets an 8-yard, about 7 or 8 yard gain, and it's a 3rd and 3 here. Trubisky has trips to the right side. Looks like he keeps in Jordan Howard, and he has R1 wide open, and he forces it to Zach Miller, and I believe that is Blake Martinez. I think it's Nick Perry who gets the interception, and then the Packers come right back out, and Ty Montgomery gets a 17-yard gain, and the Bears defense has to do what they've had to do all year, bail out this offense. And Quentin Demps comes up, makes the tackle, and there's a flag on the play. Hopefully it's holding. That would be very key in this possession. And it's a face mask, which is going to put the Packers at the 10-yard line, and then Ty Montgomery looks like he's about to score, and it's a fumble. I'm not sure who forced it, and I am not sure who recovered. It looks like Akeem Hicks comes out of the pile with the football at the 2-yard line. The Bears just need to get out of just safety chances here. And Tariq Cohen, people still aren't seeing it coming, I guess. 17-yard gain for Tariq Cohen on the stretch. Trubisky drops back, floats it up to Zach Miller, and Zach Miller's going. Is he going to get caught from Ha-Ha? Zach Miller! He scores! That's Mitch Trubisky's first touchdown pass on his career. It only took him 4 weeks, I'm pretty sure. And that's got to be a great moment for Mitch. And I am glad he finally got it. And now he can just start playing a little better and doesn't have to press as much. And Aaron Rodgers just paranoid in the pocket for some reason. We haven't gotten any pressure, and then throws a dart to the opposite side of the field for a 1st down. And then right after that, he rolls out and then throws another dot to Davante Adams on the sideline. Aaron Rodgers drops back. He doesn't really have anyone, and then he gets tripped up, but it looks like they're giving Leonard Floyd the sack. But here trots on Mason Crosby for the pretty easy kick, it looks like, right down the middle, and it is good. 7-3 Chicago. Trubisky under center, like he's been most of the year, which I think we're going to have to stop doing that, because when we run play actions, he's just been getting torn up, and Nick Perry gets the sack right there. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter, and the Bears finally find that touchdown pass that they've been desperately looking for. And the defense, 3 turnovers in the first quarter. I wonder what is in store for the rest of the game. Trubisky back under center. They've shown this weak eye formation quite a bit this year. And Trubisky rolls out of the pocket, sets his feet, and throws a dot to Kendall Wright. That is a first down and much more. Kendall Wright runs it past midfield, and it is 3rd and 6. Trubisky in the shotgun, 5-wide set. Has some time, steps up, throws it to Josh Bellamy, and Josh Bellamy does not get the first down, and that's going to force a Bears punt, but they were thinking about going for that. They're going to have to probably start going for that in the near future. And it is a pass on another play action fake, and I believe that's Jacob Tamme. Comes back to the ball, and Aaron Rodgers fires it to him, and then he just jukes Prince Mukamara out of his shoes. And then Aaron Rodgers throws an absolute perfect pass to Jordy Nelson, and Jordy Nelson goes up and makes the play for his quarterback. Those are just the special plays that you see from Aaron Rodgers that not many quarterbacks can make that deep of a throw on such a perfect trajectory. And then he gets bailed out here. This should have been a pick from Prince Mukamara, but Davante Adams comes out of nowhere and snags on him. On a 3rd and goal, Aaron Rodgers looking around and cannot find anybody and just dumps it into the flat to Jacob Tamme. And that is 4th and goal. And Mason Crosby is coming back out to kick, and it's a pretty chip shot field goal. 4th and goal at the 5. This is about... Oh wait, Pernell McPhee gets through, but he cannot get the block. That would have been such a huge block. We most likely would have been able to scoop that up for 6, but what are you gonna? You can't do anything about it now. It's in the past. Trubisky in the shotgun, hands it off to Jordan Howard, and Jordan Howard trips up, but he gets 8 yards still. But if he doesn't trip up, probably if he just outruns the safety, could be gone. But it's 3rd and 2, and with 1:06 left in the half, and Jordan Howard gets the first down. Not sure what the Bears are going to try to do here. They don't have much time. They're not using any of their timeouts, so I'm not completely sure what their plan is. But they are in a 5-wide set, so it looks like they're gonna try to go for something. Trubisky, oh, and they send the blitz, and Trubisky has a presence of mind to get rid of it and fires it to Josh Bellamy, who gets past midfield. 29 seconds left. Can Trubisky get this team into field goal range and get some quick points? And Trubisky had, I believe that is, Dontrell Inman open, but Trubisky decides to run it and get 6 yards, and it is now a 3rd and 12. But the Bears don't do anything with it, and it goes into halftime, 7-6. And let's just see some of the stats that are on this little screen right here. The Bears are leading in absolutely everything, but the offense just cannot capitalize on any of the plays. But the Bears back on offense, received the ball to start the second half, and Jordan Howard did not get anything going there. When the Bears get the ball to start off the half, they need to be able to take advantage and not get in these long 3rd downs. But Trubisky throws it up deep, and Cameron Meredith comes down with it. What a throw. Mitch Trubisky just throwing it out there, letting his receiver run under it. And Trubisky fires it again to Cameron Meredith, back-to-back catches for Cameron Meredith. That was about a 14-yard game, and now the Bears are knocking on the door of the Green Bay end zone. Trubisky drops back, and he has circle open, but he decides to run it. Trubisky could get in, and Trubisky bounces off of Jordan Howard and steps out of bounds at the 1-yard line. After a run, or after an attempt for a pass, Trubisky to get sacked. He sees the slant, but he does not see Nick Perry there, and Nick Perry gets his second interception of the game, and he's gone. He has such, I do not think Kendall Wright will not catch him, and that is a pick six that Trubisky throws in the red zone. And that is just so big. We could have had a touchdown. It could be 14-6 instead of them going for 2. Let's see if they get it. This could be big if we can stop them. And we cannot. Instead of it being 14-6, it's 14-7 Green Bay. But the Bears do get the ball back, and Jordan Howard hurdles over his lineman and gets a solid 12-yard gain. Trubisky drops back, running the slant combination again, but he decides to run it. He's been more run happy this game because he's been seeing the opportunities there. Trubisky in the pistol formation hands it off to Jordan Howard, and Jordan Howard finds his crease, and he almost gets tackled, but Jordan Howard outruns Clinton Dix and Nick Perry for the touchdown, and the Bears are all tied up at 14 apiece. Aaron Rodgers running out of real estate and just runs for about 6 yards and slides. That is the end of the third quarter after neither team could get much going to end it, and we are going to start the fourth quarter tied at 14. Welcome back to the fourth quarter here in Lambeau Field. Trubisky drops back, tries to thread the needle to Zach Miller, but Zach Miller cannot hang on to it. Zach Miller's just been a little too inconsistent for me. That's why, as you saw last video, we are going to trade him. And Adrian almost completely leaves Jacob Tamme, and Jacob Tamme spins out Prince Mukamara. He jukes another one out, but Prince Mukamara comes back and forces a fumble. Kyle Fuller recovers, and the Bears force another turnover. This defense is becoming just getting all the turnovers that they can get. The offense just hasn't been capitalizing them most of the year, and the defense is just doing what they can to try to help out the offense and Trubisky. And Trubisky rolls out and fires it to Cameron Meredith. That's a third reception of the game, I'm pretty sure, for like a 13-yard gain there. And Trubisky was looked like he was about to go deep to Meredith again, but he gets sacked. And after that, the Bears stall, and they have to punt it again. Ty Montgomery on the handoff, runs it, and gets about 15 yards on the trap play, it looked like. But after that, the Bears stop him, and Trubisky hands it off to Benny Cunningham. He doesn't get many running attempts, but we're going to give him a couple every once in a while, and he gets a solid 11 yards, and we're on to the 2-minute warning, and the game is starting to get closer and closer to its end. Trubisky back onto the field with his offense, and then they toss it out to Cohen, trying to get something going, but the Packers obviously saw that one coming once they saw Cohen trot out onto the field. And Trubisky looks like he's going over to Zach Miller, but he gets sacked. He gets sandwiched by 2 Packers players, and now we got 2-minute A-Rod. And that pass, he threaded the needle, but it got through. Kukowski could have had it, or Kyle Fuller could have had the interception easily. On a 3rd and 5, Jamal Williams gets the handoff, but he falls forward for the first down. If the Bears could have stopped him there, they would have had to settle for a long field goal that I would have been more than willing to let them have. And on the run, Jamal Williams breaks Kyle Fuller's tackle, and they cannot get to him. Floyd misses him on his dive, and we have 33 seconds to go the length of the field, or 75 yards now, for a touchdown. See if Trubisky can pull something out of his hat to secure a win for the Bears. And he gets sacked, just like in the Falcons game. He gets sacked once again and cannot do anything about it. The Bears are hustling back up to the line of scrimmage, and looks like they run the same play, but Jordan Howard stays in the block. Trubisky's going deep to Cameron Meredith, and Cameron Meredith cannot come down with it. Even if he does, probably not getting out of bounds. But Trubisky's looking Meredith here. Meredith burned his man, but Meredith looks like he's diving to get out of bounds. Doesn't realize he's too far out, away from the sideline. And I don't even think he realized how much he burned the man, and he probably could have outran him to the end zone. But the Bears fall again. 0-3-1 on the year for the Chicago Bears. Very disappointing way to start the season when we honestly should be 3-1 actually. We should have beat the Falcons. Should have beat the Buccaneers. Can't really say we should have beat the Steelers, but we should have won this game. We did better than them in every aspect of the game. The offense just can't get it going. We lead most teams in like most of the yards, but we just can never end the game with a score larger than theirs. We're just gonna have to, or the offense is just gonna have to go back into the film and figure out what they're doing, what we're doing wrong. Probably gonna have to start throwing shorter routes for Trubisky and not have him sit in the pocket as long, get the ball out quicker. But let's just go through some of the stats. Probably Trubisky's best game of his career so far. 280 passing yards and a touchdown and 2 picks. It's not a great game, but it's one of the better ones he's had. And Cameron Meredith, definitely the best game of his year. 5 receptions for 143 yards. And we had 3 drops on the day. The drops have been a huge issue for us this year. We only had 2 sacks. Kwiatkowski was tied with Hicks for leading tackler on the day for us. And Kwiatkowski and Fuller both had picks that we only got 3 points off of, and we forced 3 fumbles, but I am pretty sure, yeah, we only got on 2 of them. But it's just back to the drawing board, figure out what we can do. And here we got some XP for Eddie Jackson. Gonna up his zone up 2 and his play rec up 1, and then we're gonna put a couple of news awareness, and now he's 79 overall. Adrian Amos, we're just gonna try to get his block shedding up mainly, so we can get off those linemen when they come out and block him. Meredith, great stats, +1 to his catching traffic and to his catching. Probably should have put it in his injury, but then awareness for Trubisky, and then medium accuracy for him. And then on to Nick Kwiatkowski, our defensive player of the year. Puts him his play rec and then into his injury rating. But that is about all I have for you guys. I'm going to advance the week right here, and that's about it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm out. Peace.